I'm Bob Abbott with Alarca Property Management. We currently manage homes throughout the Charlotte and surrounding areas in North Carolina. And today we're going to talk about what to do if you're relocating. Should you sell or rent your home? This is a common question. Many folks are moving out of the area, or they're upsizing or downsizing, and they're just not sure in this market which way to go. We have another blog that specifically covers the topic and how to make the decision on renting or selling. And then if you decide to rent, should you do it yourself or use a property manager? We've got another blog that covers that topic. But today I just want to walk you through the process. We get a lot of questions. People are concerned about what do I need to do. They'll call me 6 months ahead of time and want to talk about this. So I thought it'd be helpful to just walk through the process with you. So the first rule is worry about your new house, right? That's a much bigger decision. It's a much more difficult decision than what you need to do to get your house rent ready. So I tell everyone, focus on that. That's where you should spend all your energy. Make sure you're doing your diligence there. You find a neighborhood you want, you find a house you like, you decide whether you want to rent there or buy there, whatever it is, get that piece lined up. We can handle everything else from the other end. A good property manager, if you call them today and say, hey, I'm leaving tonight and I'm moving to a new city, can you just take care of everything for me? A good property manager can literally have your whole house packed up, have everything put in a truck and moved out for you. So again, take care of finding that new place. Then the question is, what is your home going to rent for? So get that rental analysis done, make sure it fits your criteria, and you've got an idea of what your house will rent for. You also want to know what it's going to take to make that home rent ready. We provide our clients a 3-page checklist. If it's an owner-occupied house, these are the 3 pages of things you need to go through. It's all things you think about. Look at the walls, look at the light bulbs, look at the carpets, but it goes through in great detail all the items, and we tell our folks, you can handle all of those yourselves, you can hire all of that out, or we can simply pick up at the end and do anything that you haven't yet finished. There are a couple things that we require that we do ourselves. That's changing the locks. We want to make sure that you're protected, your tenant's protected, and we know who has keys, and also to ensure that all the batteries have been changed in the detectors, smoke and CO detectors, and that's for safety. Even after you do everything that you think you possibly can, you should still expect to spend a couple $100 or so on those lock change items, getting the batteries changed and those kinds of things. So keep that cost in mind. We often get asked, when can we start showing the home? You know, do we need to show it while we live here, or should we wait till it's empty? And the answer is whatever you're comfortable with. It's much easier to show a vacant home. It's easier for the tenant to visualize how their belongings will fit. We find that our vacant homes rent much more quickly than our occupied homes, but we understand sometimes you want to really minimize that vacancy period, so you want to start showing as soon as possible. There's no need to show more than 6 weeks out from when you think you're going to be out of the house. So you don't need to show 3 months ahead of time. About 4 to 6 weeks ahead of time is all you need to do. And that all depends on your appetite for being disrupted, keeping the house clean, having strangers walk through and seeing your belongings. If you're uncomfortable with that, it's just best to wait until the home's vacant, and then people can walk through that vacant house. On average, it takes us about 28 days to run a vacant house. So you're looking at about a month or 2 of vacancy in there, and should be no longer than that. Finally, a good property manager should be able to meet you at the home, walk you through what may or may not be required to make that home rent ready, and again, walk you through their rental analysis. If you have any questions about this, please give us a call.